Welcome back, guys. We are going to be talking about some more Child's Play / Chucky. Today, we are going to be talking about the fourth installment to this franchise. We're going to be talking about The Bride of Chucky. So, not only do we get another installment, we had 7 years from the third movie to this movie. We had a lot of new, fresh faces in this film. We have, of course, the beautiful, crazy Jennifer Tilly playing as Tiffany Valentine for the first time. We got Brad Dourif returning. We got Katherine Heigl as the first time as Jade. We also got Nick Steele playing as Jesse. We also have the formerly also passed away, unfortunately, John Ritter, who was also in this film. We also have Catherine Namijami, who in here was also a motel maid. So we have a lot of familiar faces. So the way that this is made is, of course, Jennifer Tilly plays as Tiffany, who is the love interest to Chucky, who, very funny, is to where she basically pays off a cop to where she could get the remains of Chucky at a crime scene, kills the cop, takes it, stitches them back together, and then does the seance to bring him back. And when she does, she's reunited with him, and they start talking about the different plans that he has, and he wants to get out of the body, but then he also finds out to where his body is still in New Jersey, and he's going to be being buried soon. And also we find out that Tiffany was not what he intended to be, to where, because she thought that they were going to get married and they were going to be together and do all this crazy stuff, and that was not the plan. And when she finds out about this, she becomes very upset. Now, we also have two other characters as well that we're going to be talking about, is Jade and also Jesse, who are together. They're trying to have a relationship, but her uncle is a chief of police, and he's a real dick, who's obviously played by the late John Ritter. And when he does that, he uses a lot of things to make sure that her life is a living hell. And then finally, Jesse and her decide to try to leave. Now, Jesse does live not that far from Tiffany as well. So what happens is Chucky and her have an argument. Chucky gets out. He even kills Tiffany, her actual body, and transfers her body into a doll. And that's when the Tiffany doll is born, and she transfers it, and she does this whole, crazy, amazing, makeup change from the doll she was to the doll we normally see now. And I love that scene, and I love a lot of these lines in this movie. And then especially when they make up Tiffany makes up a story to Jesse to get the dolls to New Jersey, and also gives him 500 at one point and then 500 at another point, so him and Jade can be together and run away. And along the way, they cause havoc. Chucky and Tiffany cause havoc to not only get to there, but also cover, and then also later on still be together, and also try to become human again. And there's so many good comments in here. I love the whole, she says, well, something about the heart and the ball. He says, it was like that bastard's gunned me down. She says, well, okay, well, let's go. And my favorite line, and one of my favorite lines in this movie is, okay, how about this? He says, you steer and I'll work the pedals. We're dolls, you dope. I love that line. Or the whole line of the whole, he says something about, she says, well, does this guy have a gut? And she says, well, I don't know what to do. He's, I don't know, what would Martha Stewart do? Just things like that. Or the whole, like, what the hell, I need the exercise. And she says, were you born with that knife in your hand or what? And it's just the dynamic between Tiffany and also Chucky, and also what Jennifer Tilly and Brad Dourif are able to do with these characters, play off of each other and be able to go off their moves, and they do such a great job. And again, I love Jennifer Tilly. I had a massive crush on her when I first saw her. I still do. I think she's a very beautiful, great, fun-loving actress, and I think she does a great job with this character, and it's always a joy to see her work as this character. And another great scene is also, what was funny is, of course, seeing two dolls try to, go at it. And later on, in the fifth film, what the result of that was, and the whole, like, where she asks him, like, do you have a rubber? He says, do I got a rubber? Like, Tiff, look at me, I'm all rubber. Things of that nature. So it makes it really funny. So again, they really focus more of the comedy aspect, I think, in this movie, and also the really crazy sadistic side of not only how Chucky is, but Tiffany is as well. and I really enjoyed that. And again, I love the fourth film. I know the fourth film gets a lot of divided comments by the fandom, but I really do. I do love the fourth film. It's actually, if I had to go from 1 to 4, I would start with 4 because I do love the fourth film, and I can't help it because I just do. And there's a lot of the comments that I find, like, I will, if anyone says what movie out of the first 3 to 4 movies you will watch, I would say I would probably watch the second one, third one, fourth, and then fifth, and then go down the line, because that's just, I don't know, I don't mind the first movie. I just like 4 because I think they brought a lot of different, I would say, new blood, no pun intended, and also new things in the franchise that, in my opinion, work because of how Chucky is. He's still very sadistic. He's still very crazy. Even, like I said, some of the lines between him and Jennifer Tilly is amazing, where, how she tells him, he says, well, what would Martha Stewart say? She says, screw Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart, kiss my shiny plastic butt. Things of that nature. Or where he even says at the very line when Jay's trying to kill him in the cemetery, and he says, go ahead and kill me. He says, I'll come back. I always come back. He says, but dying is such a bitch. I love those lines, and he's able to deliver it so amazing. And I think that, again, if you guys are fans of Child's Play, you will still enjoy this film if you've never seen it, because it gives you everything you want. It gives you more comedy. It gives you still interesting kills, in my opinion, sadistic, crazy stuff, gives you drama, gives you action, adventure, thriller, drama, everything that Chucky has already brought to you. But at the same time, I think they just amp it a little bit more in this film, in my personal opinion. And especially with the way they end it, once again, is Chucky dying and then Tiffany supposedly dying, and then at the end of the scene, she supposedly gave birth to this unknown, crazy demon doll-like child, and it leaves you with that cliffhanger when you first watched it. And then we didn't get another one till, like, what, 2005 or something of that nature? Yeah, 2004 is when it came out, for the Seed of Chucky. So it was very interesting of how they continue the franchise with that, because of the way that Chucky was such this legendary icon already, and how they just amped it more and more and more when they kept going on with the franchise. So again, I love the Bride of Chucky. Hopefully you guys do too. Let me know your thoughts are about it down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, want to say about subscribing, leave a big like on the video if you guys enjoyed. What do you guys think of the Bride of Chucky? Please let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you as always on the very next video.